Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been forever since I have filmed video, and lately I have been in this nostalgic kind of place, I guess, and it's really bringing me back to like middle school, high school. Just there's a lot of things floating around on TikTok that are bringing me back. A lot of music I've been listening to lately has just been bringing me back, and it's just, I've just been in this mood of like wanting to be like a moody teenager all over again. So I thought, what better to do? I know this whole video has already been done by everybody and their mom and their mom's best friend, and I'm really late on the trend, and I've wanted to do this video for a long time, but since I'm in the nostalgic mood, I figured this would be the best time to film this video, and that is doing my makeup like I did in high school. Well, technically middle school, because that's when I was super off the rails, but anyways. So I wanted to film a tutorial on that. So we're gonna go from this to this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna show you the reveal yet because it's gonna be worth it to watch the whole video for it. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and take all of this beautiful makeup off that I have on. I wanted to wear like a t-shirt, but all I have is this tank top and this black cardigan. I would have originally worn a My Chemical Romance shirt, since that is literally all that I owned was NCR merch when I was in middle school, high school. So anyways, my hair also was black. This is more like a brown right now, and obviously I have blonde highlights in it, but I would have had black hair or red hair, and that's how that would look. If I can insert a picture somewhere in here, then I definitely will. As best as I can do, because I don't have a lot of the same products, if at all the same products that I would have used in middle school or high school. So we're gonna make it work, and it's gonna be freaking awesome. So buckle your seatbelts, because we about to take it back. So anyways, I'm gonna start by, man, I'm so sad I have to take off this beautiful makeup. I feel like I should do something more with this makeup on, but I guess it's just gonna have to come off. So I'm gonna take my eyelashes off. Oh, that does it, doesn't it? And then I'm gonna take some cold cream. Let me put my hair back for this because this could get messy. I'm just gonna take it off. Okay, now that we're done with that, we can start from scratch. So what I used to do was I used to use, and it's still a really good foundation, but I used to use, I think it was CoverGirl, a CoverGirl foundation. I can't remember exactly which one, but I used to use that, and I would apply it to my face all over with my fingers, and then I would put an obscene amount of powder over my face. So since I don't have that, and just for the sake of time, I figured I would go in with this J.Cat Aquasurance Compact Powder Foundation, because this is the type of foundation, and if you've ever used powder foundation, then you understand and you know, but it's one of those foundations that like it goes on really, really powdery, obviously because it's a powder foundation. So you really have to put in the bronzer, put in the contour, put in the blush, and then make sure you're putting on like a setting spray or something like that. And so it actually like sinks into the skin. Otherwise it's gonna look super powdery and you're gonna look like just an interesting person. So I'm gonna go in with the little puff that they put in to the thing, and oh man, this is like actually really good coverage. And I'm just gonna work it into the skin. So I would usually use the palest shade that they had to offer. I didn't do concealer, I didn't do anything else. I literally just put this all over my face. And I would use the palest that I could find, because I literally avoided the sun at all costs, so that I could be as pale as I could, because I wanted to look like a vampire. Relatable. And basically, if I couldn't find a foundation that was my shade, I would literally go use Halloween makeup, white Halloween makeup, to do my foundation, like the little, you know, kind that you use for Halloween during that time. We're gonna put it over the mouth too, so that, yeah, I would look as pale as possible, because vampire vibes. Okay, I'm gonna keep buffing that in until I feel like I have good even coverage. And there we go. Put that over the eyebrows. And that's it for skin. That's literally it. That's the tea on the skin. So the next thing that I would do is I would go in with a blush. I'm not gonna use this blush because this is too pink. The blush that I had and I used was more of like a, probably, it was definitely not right for my skin tone, but I used it as an eyeshadow. So I'm not gonna go in with this. I'm going to go in with this Jaclyn Hill palette. We have a wide variety of colors here. And I feel like, let me see, the light's like kind of casting a weird shadow on this, and it's not really doing the colors justice. That kind of does a little better. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And what I would do is I would go in on my eyes with the red blush, Gerard Way style, because he was my literal religion. I dedicated myself, especially when I was in middle school, to I prescribed myself to an MCR religion, and I'm not joking. It's very embarrassing to talk about. We don't have to go there, but for the sake of this video, we're going there. So I'm gonna dip into this. Oh my gosh. This is a lot lighter, okay? It was not nearly as dark as this color right here, but we're gonna go in and oh yeah, that is everything. And I would use my fingers, obviously. We're doing it. And then we're gonna go in here. We have to look as sick as possible. Okay, I'm gonna get into the, right there, yep. Now I could either leave it like this, but for the sake of this video and for entertainment purposes, we are going to do this on how I would do this on a day I was feeling really rebellious. So we're going to bring it out all the way out here. And the messier, the better. You know what I'm saying? The messier, the better. Yeah, that's it. And then we're also gonna bring it in here because I like the way it made your eyes look sunken in. This looks so weird. And then we're gonna put them under here. Yeah, just like that. All right, oh, see, there we go. If we're looking bruised, if we're looking gross, then that's the vibe we're going for. So I'm gonna just keep putting this everywhere until I feel like it's, oh my gosh, this is so weird. I can't believe I'm doing this, guys. It's looking good so far. Okay, so that's the extent of the eyeshadow. Okay, what can I use to clean this off with? That's the eyeshadow. Now, what I would also do, I don't know how I'm gonna achieve this today. We're gonna try to make this work. Oh, no, that's pretty gross. I'm not gonna do that. What I would do is I had this bright red lip liner that I would use to go over, well, either I used a black liner over the lids, or I would go in with the red on my waterline. So I'm gonna try, let's see if I can achieve this. With an eyeshadow, I'm gonna try to put it in my waterline because I liked the idea that it looked like my eyes were bleeding. That's kind of achieving it. Let's see if I have a brighter red here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the whole vibe. That's the vibe. It just depends on how you're feeling. You know what I mean? Like, how rebellious are you feeling today? Like, on a scale of like 1 to I want to scare everyone and their mother. Yeah, that's looking really good. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. And then let's see, what else would I do? For the sake of entertainment purposes, we can go over it with a black liner. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's do that as, now there are obviously days when I would do, I'm doing this as messily as possible because, you know, as like a 15-year-old kid, you don't have any, oh, that just ties the whole thing together. As a 15-year-old kid, you don't have any technique. I mean, today's kids do, but like in the day, you know, there weren't YouTube videos yet. And if there were, well, there were, it was watching Smosh and going on albino black sheep. It wasn't anything to do with makeup tutorials, and if there were makeup tutorials, that was not the vibe. Oh, it's already getting in down here. Okay, let's do a little bit of that too. Just to deepen it up. Okay, we're going there. Okay, now I feel like I need to add more red down there because it's looking a little too black, and we want to obviously look like we're bleeding. Oh yeah, that's the vibe. What else did you guys do in your heyday? Was there anything regrettable that you did that you look back on and you're just like, it's not it, fam? What did you guys do? I'm really curious to know, were there any embarrassing things you guys did? Were there any, like, what was your life like then? Because my life was filled with going on MySpace every day, rearranging my top friends list, Vampire Freaks with my friend Sam, who I love to death and was my BFF. Going on Vampire Freaks, taking cool pictures, hanging out with friends, watching videos on, I think it was like funnyjunk.com or something. I'm dating myself here. Like, yeah, it was so long ago. That was what, like 10, 15 years ago? I don't know. Or I don't know, listening to music. A lot of music that I listened to 100% was My Chemical Romance, but there's a lot of other good ones in there. AFI. We're gonna put some red in the lips now because I would do that sometimes. Just for the sake of this video, we're gonna do that. Let's see, My Chemical Romance, AFI, The Used, Bring Me the Horizon, Marilyn Manson, I don't know, you name it. That was the stuff. Okay, yeah, there we go. If we're looking beat up, then we're doing the right thing. Let's bring it on here. Oh yeah, that's the vibe. So basically in a nutshell, that's the tutorial. I might have done mascara. Like we could put some on just for the, for the heck of it. I think I used that, what is it, L'Oreal, or, we're gonna do this really messily, by the way, so it gets all over the lid. I think I used, like, that's not my mouth. We got it. What was it? L'Oreal or CoverGirl. You guys know the mascara that I'm talking about. It was, like, in the green and pink bottle. It looks like a watermelon, and now they sell it in, like, the checkout line at Walmart. I literally don't even know, but I think everybody and their mom used that. Sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. She is very mad that I did not leave the door open for her, but anyways, you can get over it. Also, let's note some of the things that were left out of this makeup tutorial. Eyebrows were not a thing. In fact, I did them myself, which, I mean, who is not going to do them yourself when you're like 15 or something like that, 16 years old? Oh, that looks so good. I did not do bronzer. I did not do blush. I did not do eyebrows. I like to cover my eyebrows as much as I could. No, there was no such thing as contour at the time. Yeah, it was basically just as like minimal as possible. Also, I used to wear like really cool different earrings and stuff too. And I had this really cool like necklace that was like red and it looked like little blood droplets and stuff that I would wear. I found these earrings that I have and they kind of reminded me of blood droplets. So I thought those would be really appropriate to put in. So sorry if you can hear everybody in the background. It's bedtime around here. So that's a thing. But we're gonna finish this up with me putting in these earrings and letting down my hair, which my hair tutorial was essentially just straightening the crap out of it. And why is this not going in? Straightening the crap out of it and making sure that it stuck to my head as much as possible. So let's see if we can achieve that. My hair is already really, well, mostly straight as it can be. So let's put it down Okay, let's see if I can hide the blonde a little bit so the brown can peek through. There we go. And we also have to look like we haven't showered in like 3 days, because that's probably what happened, because, you know, kids just don't understand and teenagers just don't understand what personal hygiene means. Okay, guys, here is the final look. You know what? Let's do some strands here. Let's see if we can do some strands. There we go. How do we look? Are we pretty menacing? What do we think? It's pretty cool, right? Does it scare you? I'm just kidding. No, but that was kind of the point. That was kind of the point, is to scare you. I also used to get little fake fangs, and I would put them in and pretend like I was a vampire. I'm gonna get you. That's kind of the whole point. But anyways, thanks for joining me on this beautiful journey today of going back in time and looking like a total weirdo. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, it'd mean a lot, and I will upload a video when I feel like it. But I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up or subscribe, and I will see you later.